Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know I made a video yesterday, but I wanted to explain a little bit more about the yard and what goes on in the yard. And so I just wanted to make another video, a short video of how I classify the cars that go to the industries on the old GMO mainline. Let me hopefully you can hear me over this engine. It's idling. So anyway, this is Blair Yard. I named it after my grandparents that lives in Percy. It's not a very big yard. When you got a lot of rail cars to sort, it makes it interesting. Makes it interesting to switch out cars. Because how little it is and stuff like that. Down there is what I call the back 40, where the cars get classified, the cars get grouped up, and what industry they're going to. So let me explain this a little bit. There's all the customers' industries on the layout right now. It looks like ConAg Sparta has two cars waiting to go there. This ex-Milwaukee Road right here, and the next one is a IC covered hopper. It's empty. And it's also going to ConAg, so these two get put together, and they sit in the little stub end yard here until it gets made up to go on a train. So yeah, there's not a lot of room. I forgot how many cars this little yard will hold, but once the order comes up to go to the industry, it gets brought out here. This here is the main line. This here is the arrival departure track. And then these here, this track here, and right here, these are just to put trains together. What I plan on doing is the transfer run will come in, say from north from East St. Louis and Venice Yard. It'll be put on the arrival track, and then the engine will come and grab them and put them in, classify them into the little yard here. Same thing with the when a train comes in out of the south from Cairo, transfer run they both drop off cars, and then the cars that they need to pick up will be sitting either here or here or here. So like these two cars right here, this coil car and this box car, it's bound for Venice, so they'll be sitting there until the north transfer run will show up to pick up the cars, and then this GM&O box car is headed south, so it's sitting here until the local out of Cairo yard comes up and picks it up. So none of the through trains, sometimes rarely drop off cars, but not very often. It's usually the local out of Venice or East St. Louis will come and drop off cars and pick cars up. Same thing with the Cairo yard, the Davis yard down there that was I think it's all gone now, the Davis yard out of Cairo. I think it's just an old pasture now. It's pretty sad, but right here, when you come down, this track right here we use to switch out. This is the Blair yard team track. Lumber will get unloaded here for different kind of companies. Also, there's a loading ramp for box cars, and pretty much any kind of car will get set here. Once it's emptied, it'll head back and into the yard right there, and then get weighed, and then it'll wait until the either the northbound local or the southbound local will come and pick it up. These cars here are set out. These two wood chip cars, they're headed to the Mopac interchange. These two cars are headed to Red Rock warehouse. So I have it labeled here. Northbound Venice yard. The cars that are coming in, I'm sorry, I didn't. Sorry about that. Northbound, or the inbound north Venice yard. So what cars they bring in, the car cards will be sit here, and then the same thing with the Davis yard out of Cairo, sit here. The cars that are going to the Mopac interchange get set here. Outbound, ready to go to Venice yard, and outbound Davis yard, Cairo. Blair team track. These are the car cards for these cards here, or these cars here. I don't know. I'm having a little bit success this way, labeling in this and stuff like that, and I think I got a pretty good idea, good system here. It works with the car cards and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, you get a lot of cars that come through this yard. Every car on the layout comes through this yard here. So it gets crowded, but being how little the yard is, but it is entertaining. It does make you think about. It does make you think about switching, how you're going to set up a train with the limited yard space you have. I do like that. I find it very entertaining to having to think like that. Okay, what would the railroads do if they had this little yard like this, and how would they set up the cars? But I also have a yard lead here, the second track in. A yard lead that's not very long, but it is long enough. And then the main is right here. The locals come in off the main and head to the departure, or the arrival departure, and pick up what cars that are needed for them. Same thing with the southbound here. They come in off the main there, and we also have a little caboose track sitting right here, or just another yard track, but I keep the caboose that I'm using that day sitting there. Also caboose track here with 3 cabooses on it, and that's attached to the yard lead. Also the Blair yard engine house with sanding tower and a couple of ICG power yard engine house office. So it's not the biggest yard in the world, but it is entertaining, the size of it, and I really enjoy just coming down here and switching this yard out. And I will next week. I think I'm going to start ballasting this yard a little bit more. Make it look, the tracks make it look grimy and used. and I'm going to put a backdrop up so you won't see the concrete wall anymore. Yeah, it's a slow process, but I'm getting it, and I think I have a good system with the car cards and stuff like that. I just wanted to make a video of the car card system that I use, and you know what actually the yard is used for, how I use the yard, and you know the back 40 section down there, and then the main the little sidings right here, how I set up trains and stuff. Well, I'm rambling on. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you for all the new subscribers that are following me now, and I appreciate it, and we'll see you later, guys. Bye.